Java today. I need to create a new file, so I'm going to create new Java class. I'm going to say intro to Java, October 20. Okay, and I'm going to add it so that I could upload it to the repo when we're done here. Let me just go ahead and pop out the screen so that I can see the chat. Okay, so I have this chat, and then let me get this second chat up. Okay, I got it. Cool, I'm getting the hang of this. I'm getting the hang of dual screen, or dual chat, whatever it is. Dual live stream? I don't know. Alright, how's everybody doing today? Did you do your homework? A lot of the people who are on my streams are like college students, so did you do your homework? Did you finish it? If you didn't finish your homework, you should not be on this live stream. I'm kidding, you can stay put. Alrighty, so today we're going to do basic Java. Hi Jake, how are you? We're going to be doing basic Java. We're not doing any interview questions, we're just doing basic. Homework then Java lessons. Delgado. Hi! Oh, I popped out the wrong chat, my bad. Okay, 1 second, let me put this back over here. I don't need to know who's in here, I just need to know who's trying to talk to me. Why can't I see it? Okay, let's fix this. Okay, I have the chat now. Alright. So, hi Ronnie. Hi Justice. Java. Java's haunting you. Who are you? I don't know how to say your name. Cat in the kitchen? Okay. So, we're gonna get started. A long time. Hello. What sources are you learning to use the language? So it's more like I am refreshing myself on certain aspects of Java, and I do have a beginner's Java book, but this book, it's called Think Data Structures from O'Reilly. I'm using it to refresh on data structures. So Think Data Structures by O'Reilly. Use Spring. I use Spring at work. Alrighty, so let's get started. So as you can see, we have a class here. So we have public class, and then we have the class name. It's Intro to Java, October 20th. And then, 1 second, sorry. Oop. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we have Intro to Java, and then we have up here, this is our package. So this is the package that the class is currently located in. It's just example, that's a bad example. Give you motivation. You are a CS major who made it through college but can barely do... Well, that's why we're here, right? So you can practice DSA and stuff like that, but you do need to do leak code and study on your own outside of the live. Let me see. So we have here public class Intro to Java. So public, this is the access modifier. So other classes can access this class. Class is just a keyword stating that it's a class. Intro to Java is just the name of the class. Space Cadet said, do neat code in Python. What is MOOC if you're new to DSA? I agree with neat code and Python. Okay. Howdy. Okay, so let's go ahead and do string title equals, or let's just say greeting. Oh, this feels like an actual class now. Greeting equals good morning. So notice how when we are using Java, we need to explicitly state the data type that we're using. So we're declaring the data type here, and that's the only type of data that can be held by this variable, right? So here we have a string, and then let's go ahead and create an int. So we could say int whole number equals 9. We also need to make sure that we're using semicolons at the end of our statements. It is a bit like C#. So we have int here. Notice it's not integer. Capital I integer is different from lowercase int. So this is a primitive number. And then whole number, notice how I used camel case. So we're not using underscores. What's your question, CMULA? Let's do a double first. So a double is, let's say, pi 3.1415962. I think that's incorrect. Somebody can correct me on pi. I don't remember all the digits. Well, that's funny. I don't remember all 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 digits. Okay, thank you for the heart. So this is pi, a double. This is just like a floating point number. So right here, the forward slashes, this is for a comment. So 3.1415926, thank you. 3.1415926. Okay. 3.1415926, okay. So this is a floating point number. And then we also have two other, what is that and why is it important? What are you talking about? String? This is a data type. Yeah, you could use math.py too, but I'm using a literal, so I'm not using math.py. Teaching. Okay, so we can also, instead of using ints, we could also use a long. I'm going to call it big whole number. And this is just going to have more values, or not more values, more digits than an int. So a long is twice as big as an int, and that just means that it can hold a larger number. Yeah, I'm gonna show you right now. So this is a floating point number, but that's not the same as a float. So let me see. So we do have a float. So we're gonna say float cost equals $3.99, and we have to add an F at the end. So this one has half the decimal places, or half the size of a double. You can look up the precision. The precision would be like how many digits can it have after the decimal point. And also, I'm not going through all the languages, Patrick. The size of that it can hold will differ depending on whether you're using signed or unsigned numbers. Okay, so let's see. So for long, notice how we have to suffix it with a big L. That's just to differentiate it between an int and a long. Signed means positive or minus. So there's signed ints, unsigned ints, signed longs, unsigned longs. And I think it's, you would have to look at the, how do you feel about mistakes you make in SWE jobs with teams? Is it common to make them? Especially if you're just starting, it's very common, but like even people who have more experience are gonna make mistakes. Okay, thank you, creator code. Okay, so let's see. We have int, long, float, double, string, let's see, boolean. Is tired equals true. So in Java, notice that the booleans are all lowercase. Yes, numbers do also support underscores. So 1, 2, 3, underscore, 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 underscore. So this will be read the same way by the program. This is just for us. It's for readability. User 6868908626188. It's okay that you're in college and it feels like somebody else is ahead of you, because everybody is going to start at a different place and they might have been programming for longer than you. I try to read people's government names. I mean, if you have it there, then I will try. But sometimes I'll just say user. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now that we have some of the common data types, we usually do, when we're doing Python, we do list tuples and sets. In Java, we can do array list. Let's see, we could do hash set. And then, are there tuples? I don't remember. Somebody can remind me in the chat. Tuples in the types of classes. 1 second. I'm not gonna go over the types of classes today. You mean like concrete, abstract, final, internested? Okay. Do I have a schedule of what I go over each day? For Python I do, for Java not so much. Okay, so we're just gonna do array list, hash set, hash map, and then we'll do, can you still see the screen? Okay. Yeah, I'll make a note for classes with, let's see, you said abstraction and polymorphism. Polymorphism. Okay. Is it still worth it applying to entry-level coding jobs? Yeah, I mean, if they're there, that means that people can still get them. It's just competitive, so you have to, especially if you're front end, make sure that you have a good like portfolio. Like you show that you can use whatever frameworks that you're using, whether it's React, Angular, Vue. Okay, so we'll do array list, hash set, hash map, and then we'll do conditionals, and then loops. There's a lot of loops. Okay, you can't see that. I'm gonna use a multi-line comment instead. So star. Oh no, scared of everything. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, so we have loops. What else do we have? Conditionals, loops, and then maybe functions. I don't use Fedora. Angle, I would appreciate it if you didn't say things like that. That's like a whole group of people that you're talking about. Let's see. I'm still trying to learn if statements. Okay. So, let's go. Let me just double check real quick something. Alright, so let's go ahead and do, no, I don't have a video on inheritance yet. I'll add it to the list of things to cover later. I don't use Golang. You can do a live with Golang though. Alright, let me see. Okay, so let's go ahead and we need to create a function so that we can get started with typing our code out. So, what is it? Public static void main string args. Cool. And then the IDE is helping me with you know, auto completion. We don't have to have a constructor for this because we're not instantiating this this class. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So let's do array list first. So we're gonna do list. Sorry. So we can do list string, and then okay. I'm gonna import this class, and then I'm gonna do let's do flowers, and then we're gonna just have an array list. So let me go ahead and open this right quick. Okay, so I just want to show you right quick. So you see how we have an array list here? I'm going to add some lines so that it'll go closer to the top. I don't use C, C++. You're enrolled in the Google cybersecurity course and you're in college for cybersecurity. Congrats, that's great. Going from Python to Java is difficult. Okay, so I'm gonna click in, I'm using control and clicking on array list. And then I'm like, here we see the function. This is the constructor, but I wanna get to the class. So I'm gonna go ahead and scroll up a bit. Here's the class, so array list extends abstract list. So let's see. Abstract list extends, it says abstract collection and implements list. So array list, I just wanted to point out, implements the list interface. This is why we could declare a list here, but we're actually initializing an array list. We don't have to explicitly state string there since we already have string over here. So for flowers, let's go ahead. A constructor is how we instantiate a class. So instantiating a class is creating an object, which is like it's an instance of the class, and that instance holds like values or a state that's specific to that single instance. There are other instances, or you can create other instances of a class, but each class will have a different state, more or less. This is just beginning Java, so we're not going into anything too complicated. If you're writing not well on the quiz, it could be because you are struggling. It could be because of nervousness. And I would say that you can, if you need to, you can see if you can get disability accommodations. But if you can, hi nerdy, if you can't get disability accommodations, you might need to talk with your professor or maybe a counselor about how you're having difficulty with your exams. So let me go ahead. Thanks, Leon. I'm not in school. So let's do flowers.add. So can I get some flowers in the chat, please? What are some degreed professional? Thank you, Jake. What are some flowers that we can add? I need flower names because we're using strings. Lily, thank you. Okay, so we have Lily, Rose, it says dog, Rose, hibiscus, oh my goodness, I can't type today, flowers to add, hibiscus, and then right now I work in QA. Jasmine, Ples Rosa, I've never heard of that one. Okay. Ples Rosa. Okay, and then we'll add one more, actually. Sunflower. Okay, cool. Thank you, Shells. Was it Shells? Yeah. Okay. shells. So the idea with data structures is that they are more or less, okay, the same is not quite right, but they are very similar between different programming languages. So the concepts that we learned in Python for certain types of lists will work for Java, right? So ArrayList is a specific one that works most closely to Python. I don't make unit tests. So in this case, the ArrayList is dynamically, it's dynamically sized. You can add to it, you can remove from it. So it's mutable, it is ordered, indexable, and what else? Allows duplicates. So if you did, minus is asking what if you did string fruits, so I'll show you right quick. Fruits equals, and then you said this, you said apple, banana, and then cherry, right? Like this. So this is an array, which is different from a list in Java. So they have, like, an array is not dynamic. You can't change the size. So when you create the list, when you create the array in Java, you can't change its size. So that's one thing. That's one of the benefits of array lists, is that you can add to them, you can remove from them, they're dynamically sized. A vector in C++, isn't that like a tuple? You can't push to an array. So an array itself is not the same as a list in Python. Like a list and an array in Python are more or less interchangeable. Oh, vectors are closer to lists. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think Java does have a deprecated class. What is the benefit of an array? Is it faster to use, or why would you not use a list? If somebody in the chat wants to answer that, you dislike Java a lot. I think it's probably because it's more strict than like Python. All right, so yeah, Python is dynamic. Okay, thank you for the flower roses, ice roses, and the roses. Okay, so here we can add, right? So if I go sysout and then I print flowers. Oh, flowers. Then let's see what we get. Oh my goodness, I can't. Sorry, I'm going between like. I was thinking like as a Mac, and I had to change like what key I was using for control. Why a human science major fall into this algorithm? I don't know what that means. Okay. Sorry, I printed the wrong one. And if the screen is too small for you, you can also go to YouTube. And then next time I'll try to make sure to have the changing orientation, because right now I don't have either one. Okay. So let's go, we're printing out flowers. Thank you for the heart. Let's see, so this is current file, and then I'm gonna run this. Okay, so see here. Cool, Mitchell. You could check out my README on GitHub. The GitHub is linked in my profile, so go to the Python repo and look at the README, and it'll have information about different resources that you can use to get started. So we have lily, rose, hibiscus, plus rosa. And why did I say shells? I think that was somebody's name. What did they say? Shells said, I don't remember what they said. Oh, sunflower. Okay, my bad. Alright. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Lily, rose, hibiscus, plus rosa, and sunflower. And then so you see how when we added them in order and they stayed in order? That's one of the benefits of array lists. So let's go ahead. We can also remove. So we can do flowers.remove, and we can remove Lily. And then we'll print out flowers and see what does the list look like now. So now Lily is removed. One of the important functions for working with array lists is, let's do sys out, not printf. So sys out, and then we're doing flowers.size. And this will give us the size of the array in Python. So it says 4, now it's 4, right? Because rose, hibiscus, plus rosa, and sunflower, before it was 5. So array list is similar to list in Python. There's a lot of different kinds of lists. There's array list, linked list. Those are the two that I can remember off the top of my head right now. I'm gonna go look at this book right quick. What other kinds of lists are there? People in the chat can post if you want to. Array list, linked list. What else do we have? Doubly linked list. Okay. I can't remember. There's other lists that are implemented as well. Singly linked list. Cool. Okay. So. Okay, orange hockage. Tree list. I did see tree list in the book that I just looked at. I have not done the Harvard CS 150 course. I took Java in college, and I do not remember everything. But this is just for, beginners. So yeah, we're not being super strict about this. Let's see. Okay, so we have remove. What else do we have? Let's go ahead and move on to. That's really cool. Pop off B2B. This is Java. So yes, recursion is something that you can do in Java and in Python. All right, let's go ahead and do hash set. So let's do hash set. We'll do string. We need to import this class. Let's do colors equals new hash set, right? So what are some colors that we could add in the chat, please? HTML is not a color. Purple, thank you. Gray, cool. Gray is a depressing color. Okay, we have purple. We have colors.add gray. We have, ooh, I can't type. Blue. Somebody said gold. Okay, let's add peach. And then I'll add gold. Whoa, gold. Okay, so let's go ahead and print this out. So let's see. So let's run this. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I didn't do println. I just did printline. Or I didn't do println. I'm going to comment these out because I don't want it to keep printing, and I just want to print the single line that we're currently working on. So gold, gray, blue, orange. Sorry, gold, gray, blue, peach, purple. Right. Set is the interface if you're trying to match what you did for list. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Thank you. So, Steven mentioned that we can initialize our hash set using set string and then actually using hash set instead of set because, oh, sorry. Let's see, okay, it's implementing set. Oh, yeah, okay. Because set is the interface, right? Just like before, list was the interface, and we were using the implementation of hash set. Okay. Thank you for that. All right. So let's try something. So let's try adding gray again, and then we'll print it out. And let's see if this works. So do you remember when we did Python, what was the value of, what was one of the characteristics of sets that made it valuable compared to a list? So we have 4 characteristics that we name every time, right? Yes, unique. Thank you, notifications. Hi, Tamago, or egg person. Okay, so, hi, Jordan. See. On Thursday, I will do Python again, Esmita. Okay, so here we have gold, gray, blue, peach, purple. But we tried adding gray again, so why didn't that work? No, we didn't go over scanners. So notification said it earlier, a set, all the values have to be unique. And in this case, we tried adding a duplicate, but a set does not add duplicates. So, or does not allow duplicates. So we can just make a note here, right? So, let's see. The other thing too, if you notice, we put in purple, gray, blue, peach, gold. And when we print it out, we get gold, gray, blue, peach, purple. So these are not in order, right? Oh, and this is also one of the other things. If you don't remember, like all of the functions that a object has, you can just, put a dot or a period right after the variable name. And you can scroll through these functions just to refresh your memory. It doesn't tell you everything about the function. You would need to go to the documentation for that. But it can be helpful if you forget the syntax, and that's just one of the benefits of using an IDE. Specifically this one, IntelliJ helps a lot. So you see here we have add all, so we could add a collection. We have clear, this would delete every element from this set. We have contains to check to see whether or not a value is there. There is no sort for a set because a set is not ordered. So if you wanted to sort, I think you would have to change it to a list. Okay, yeah, you could do sorted set, thank you. I did use Eclipse when I was first starting. It traumatized me. But Eclipse is free, and I think it's open source, right? So that's one of the benefits too. So you have contains all equals hash code, is empty, iterator remove, size, to array. So if we wanted to sort it, we could do to array. Could we sort? I guess if you did it like this. Let me see. So then we would do something like I'm gonna use var because I don't remember. Let's see. Will this work? Okay, colors 2. And then let me print this. So let's do this out. And then print colors 2. Okay. And then we run. Oh, sorry. I think I need to put it to string, or we could do to list. Sorry, to string. If we do a to string, will it work, or will it just print out the address? No, it's to address. Okay, to array. Let's do to list. run. Okay, so here what we did was that we created a stream and then we sorted, we turned it into an array and then we sorted it. So that's set to an array, or sorry, a set to a list. And you can see here that before it was out of order, right? So it was gold, gray, blue, peach, purple. But now that we've turned it into a list and we've sorted it, then we were able to get it into order. Thank you, Brainbox Media. So that's one of the benefits of sets, is that you don't have to, or it's not gonna, well, okay, the characteristics of sets, it has no order, does not allow duplicates, but it is mutable, meaning you can add and remove elements. And what is it? Ordered, mutable. Oh, it's not indexable. Whereas if we wanted to get something from this list, right, we could do sysout, and then we could get flowers.get at 0. Why is it giving me an issue? You could say get first, or you could do get to. So here, if we have flowers.get2, what are we going to receive? So we have lily, rose, hibiscus, plus rosa and sunflower. Java. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, we should get hibiscus. Let me just comment out these down here. And then let's run. And we get hibiscus. Good job, Rodney. Or sorry, Rodney. So, why can't you see my cursor? All this time I've been pointing with my cursor and you can't even see it? Wow. Okay, whatever. Anyways. Yes. You mean just to print it out? So instead of creating the var, you just said let me see. Oh, right, because I didn't do .2 string. Or .2. Wait, 1 second. What did I do? Oh, yeah, .2 list. Okay. 1 second. The only thing. So, yes, you can do it that way, but you can't actually see this code. So, it works better, technically, if because streams need a terminal function. Couldn't you just put colors to in sysout? Yes. I did that earlier, but then somebody was saying do it the other way. So there we go, right? So we have array list, we have hash set. So this is unordered, not indexable, not or it is mutable, but does not allow duplicates. Okay, sorry. Let me say mutable, no duplicates, right? For genetics. Oh, that's what you're talking about, mutable? So mutable just means that it can change, as in like you can make the list or the set larger or smaller by removing things. So in other situations, like when we're in Python and we're using tuples, we can't change the size, or like when we're using arrays, this is not going to be able to change the size. As soon as when you initialize it, the size that you initialize it at is going to be its size for the rest of the program. You can't change the size of an array. So that's the benefit, or one of the benefits of lists and sets. Or sorry, array lists and hash sets. Okay, so let's do a dictionary right quick. So that's in Java, that's going to be a hash map. So we could do a hash map. And then we're going to do string. So this is saying that my key is going to be a string and my value is going to be a string. So let's go ahead. Oh wait, sorry. Let's change the name. Let's say meals. So we're going to do meals dot add. Oh, sorry, dot put. And then for breakfast, what should we put for breakfast? In the chat, please. It's not a game. This is just beginner's Java for people who want to learn Java. Eggs. Eggs are I don't really like eating eggs, but thank you for putting something in the chat. Huevos con chorizo. I would say I do eat eggs with chorizo. Bacon, bread. Okay. Chicken and waffles. That's another breakfast. Game development, C# or C++, C# for Unity, C++ for Unreal Engine, and then you can use, I think, is it Golang? Chicken and rice for breakfast, pancakes, steak and eggs, chilaquiles, beans and toast. Okay, cool. Okay. Wow. So when people are saying Go, what language are they referencing? C is hard. You have to take care of like memory management and stuff. A simple CRUD app, it's like create, read, update, delete, usually involves like APIs. Okay, so when people say Go, they're saying Golang. Okay. Godot is Lua Python? Or Godot is like Lua Python? Oh, okay, so Godot is like Unity but open source, and it uses a Python sort of language. Thank you. Godot. Okay, my bad. Okay. Alright, so let's do meals.brunch. No, sorry, meals.put. And then brunch. So what are we having for brunch? Okay, Godot is a game engine. You're fluent on Terraform for Cloud IAC. Mimosas? Steven, you're only having mimosas for brunch? Tacos, French toast. Okay, I like Sarah's answer, so I'm going to put French toast. You're fluent in windsurf. Okay, now Faithfully Coding is also saying chicken waffles. Alright, so for lunch, what are we having for lunch? Four Loko for lunch. I know you only get one option, but mimosas are your option? A sandwich? Okay, I'm gonna say quesadillas. So let's say how we're gonna have quesadillas for lunch. Let's see, quesadillas for lunch. Oh my goodness. All right. So, as a programmer. All right, so we're having a full day. For breakfast, we're having eggs. For brunch, we're having French toast. For lunch, we're having quesadillas. And then what are we having for dinner? Oh, dessert. Okay, Andrew, I'll put dessert in. Because I hadn't even thought about dessert. I was trying to figure out how to make this longer. So dessert, pumpkin pie. All right, and then what are we having for dinner? Put dinner. Sorry, I was typing, so I wasn't paying attention to chat. Okay, let's see. We have ice cubes. Money is tight. Notifications. What? Please don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that's what my future looks like. We're not building anything. We're just doing we're going through some Basic data structures, al pastor. Let's see, meatloaf, steak, T-bone steak on charcoal grill. You want me to put all that in here? Spicy Korean chicken. Burger. Okay. We'll put... I haven't had chicken bulgogi. Let's do sopa de fideo. Let's see. That's the one with the noodles, right? Bulldog. Bulldog. Okay. We're gonna have basically ramen. Okay. So let's have bulldog for dinner. So I guess we ate very well for the rest of the day and okay, how about we have second lunch can be the T-bone steak on charcoal grill. Second lunch. T-bone steak on charcoal grill. Okay. We're carb loading. Bulldog is too expensive for you. I mean too spicy for you. Okay. Seafood boil. We're out of space. We can't add any more. Our stomachs are full. Okay, let's see. Maybe this should be like, instead of meals, we should change it to menu. I don't know. Or not. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a for loop. No snack. What do you want to have for snack? Notifications. Amar. 3 months from putting my nutrition inventory and recipe tracking app into live testing. That's cool, Matho. Snacks. Didn't you know we have a mini black hole as our stomach? Okay, the snack is for chocolate cake. Who was the... Okay, onigiri for snack. That's more reasonable. That's actually like a snack. Okay. Thank you all for participating. Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna do a for loop. So let's do for string meal in meals dot, we could say dot key set is fine. And then we're going to go ahead, let me think. So let's do sys out, and then we're going to, somebody's gonna correct me on this, but we're gonna do for, and then we'll say plus meal plus I had, and then plus, and then it says meals.getMeal, and that's fine. That works well because meals.getMeal, this is saying get the meal that's at the key, like this key, right? So this is our key, and then we're using that key to get the value. Okay, so when I print it out, let me go ahead and comment this out. Let's comment this out as well. It's saying that, oh, snip. I don't even understand why it's giving me like some kind of, it like gave me a warning. I don't know why. It's not even telling me what the reason is. Whatever. It's saying that I'm not meeting community guidelines. I'm not even doing anything wrong. What is this? Okay. Oh well. Okay, let's see. So we say it's off screen for you. What is off screen? Oh yeah, this part is off screen. So if I scooch it over like this, you can see it now. So I'm just concatenating strings. It says that I'm in TikTok jail for like, I don't know, I'm just in TikTok jail for like 10 minutes, so I don't even know why. I wasn't being rude. Anyways, it's basically the same stuff that I keep doing every time, so I don't know. Okay, so we run this. Oh, I made an error because I didn't add a space here. So let's go ahead and rerun this. So it said, for second lunch, I had a T-bone steak on charcoal grill. For lunch, I had quesadillas. For dessert, I had pumpkin pie. For brunch, I had French toast. For snack, I had onigiri. For breakfast, I had steaks. No, I had eggs. For dinner, I had bulldog. So, why is it printing out in this order? Does anybody know? Yeah, 5 string, I don't even know why anything happens. It didn't even actually give me a reason. Thank you everybody for being supportive. So, the set is not ordered. So that's why it's not printing out in a specific order. So it's just gonna go like in whatever order it comes, so that's it. Yeah, it's Java. Alright, so we did... It gave me like 10 minutes to come back. So, since it's 10 minutes... One second. Let me go turn off the air conditioner because I'm a little bit cold. I'll be right back. No, it's not a game, it's just Java and we're doing basic data structures. I am sorry, Amara. The live stream is going to continue to go down because I am not getting pushed because TikTok put me in jail for 10 minutes. So we're going to just do questions and then we'll go to loops and conditional statements unless somebody here already wants to go through loops and conditional statements specifically. How long have I been doing coding? So my first Java class was probably about 10 years ago. Wasn't it? I think so. Yeah. No, more than that. But I wasn't consistent with it, so I didn't so like my skills didn't improve for a long time. And now, because originally I wasn't planning to work in software engineering, and then I decided to go back to school and learn. Yeah, pretty much. I'm annoyed. And I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of sick, but I'm not actually sick, so I don't know what's going on. Do you work for web or apps? So the stuff that we do is like back-end stuff. So it is a lot of APIs, but I personally don't do development right now. I do QA testing. And I'm trying to move more towards development. It just seems like a lot of people don't want to do QA, so they're like, hey, new person, you go do QA. It's like, okay. Are you asking me random, or are you... Does QA pay well? It pays the same as any other software engineering position. It's just not what I want to do. I have not tried immutable map. Let me look it up. I put on a timer. You do QA too. Do you feel like it's hard to move departments? I would say it's hard because there isn't a lot of there aren't a lot of people who do QA, so they want more people to do QA right now, which means that they're less they're less enthusiastic about me switching, but I think because I'm not a very strong QA person that they're like it's not as much of an issue. I think once you get really good at something, then it gets harder to move, because then it becomes like more risky for you to change, right? Because then they lose like an asset, or they lose expertise in that area. What do I do as QA? So we create feature files and step definitions and run like functional testing, end-to-end testing. So it's like we run APIs and we check to make sure that information is persisting in the database as it should. And like check for messages in Kafka streams and things like that. Is it easy to QA test? I think it depends on the job or the company, maybe. So the problem with QA testing is that, or at least the problem that I have, is that you have to understand the business logic, and it can take a long time to understand the business logic. Like you have to understand it thoroughly to test well. Over time, will we ever get to implementing classes in real OOP? Notifications, aren't you a software person? Like, don't you do this? Wait. Sorry, don't see that. You didn't see anything. Yeah, like we can do OOP in Java. I just have to organize it in my head and think of examples to implement. Somebody was asking earlier, can we do, what is it? Classes like abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance. I will work on this and like figuring out good examples. Like I can make a small class. Yeah, like that's not an issue. Or we could do like an animal class and then have like a cat extend animal or something. I know there's quite a bit of people. Create a fruit parent. Oh man. I don't understand why it's doing this to me. It's not happy with me tonight. It gave me another 10 minutes. Let me see. Snip, snip. I guess it's just decided that like I've been getting too much attention from the, yeah, I don't know. It's not a huge deal. It's just like annoying. Because this is supposed to be like one of the benefits, right, of going live is that you get pushed. But then right now it's just like, huh, you thought. I'm literally doing Java. Like I don't understand why it's saying that I'm not. And I've never had this happen before either, so. Fun times.
They're essentially.
Okay, let's see. You had an... I don't think it has to do with AWS. I feel like they're just gonna change their, what do you call it? Like their expectations or their rules. Non-code related concepts? What do you mean, like design patterns? That's still a code related concept, isn't it? You thought it had to do with AWS too, Steven? It's not even giving me a reason, so I don't even know. You want to create an example? I think we did one time. Okay, so what do we... Oh, okay, so I did create animal last time. Oh, but that was for enums. So we could do like package. I know. I agree. Okay, so package cats. It's also on YouTube. I see. Random. That makes sense. Let's see. Okay, that's what you're saying. So you don't like that they didn't give real world examples. So what do you think would be a good example? Because you could have like a library of books, right? Or I guess you would have a library, or you could have a book. You could have a book class, and then you could have like title, whatever. Like one of the things that's really cool about like OOP is like the entity aspect, where you could just sort of map it very easily to a record in a database. You gotta do book, is book not close enough to real life either? So let's see, example, what else could we put here? We could put, I'm just gonna call it OOP. I know that that's not good naming, but let's see, let's make a car animal employee. So I remember car, I kind of remember animal, and employee I definitely remember. So I guess if you had book, you wouldn't necessarily. School classes. Yeah, classes was a common example, I think. So you could have, yeah. I mean, that's why like books would work, because you have a book, and yes, this is IntelliJ. So if you have a book and then you have a library of books, so it could just be a list of books, but there's no inheritance necessarily with a book. Camera. I mean, we could do book maybe. Okay, okay, so we could have a class book. We could have private string. Oh, you can't even see it, sorry. Private string, author. Oh, don't do that. Author, private, title is fine. And then private. Sure. Okay. You can't see the code? I think you can see it now, right? Oh yeah, genre is a good one too. Private string. Oh, publisher is good too. Private string genre. Okay. And then let's go ahead and create the constructor. So we could do public. Yes, we could do it this way. Oh wait, I'm just gonna do it the way that it tells me to. Okay. Alright, cool. And then I only have a couple videos on YouTube, but my YouTube is linked on my bio. Yeah, we could do pages. I didn't put it in here though. Private and pages. And then we could do and pages. Okay, and then here. Cool. And then let's also create an empty constructor. So okay, nope, that's not what I wanted. Public book. And then we would give like default values. So this dot author dd. Okay, whatever. But this is already, because it's on a class, isn't that like the default values anyways? Checked out for Boolean. Oh, that's a good one. If it's a library. But if it's a library, okay, available. Let's see, Boolean, available, and then available. Like, I can code in Java when I'm not doing extends the authors. I was thinking that I could use book, like comic extends book, or like cookbook extends book. That's one. I mean, it's not exactly genre, but okay. So we have book, and then we'll put in the getters and setters since we're not using Lombok or whatever. So generate getters and setters. Okay, ebook, audiobook. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a new class. So new Java class. So we could say audiobook. Yeah, I do like it when it works. But if it's not working, it's probably just because I need more experience with it. Okay, so audiobook extends book. And then we could say, yeah, I mean, we do need a constructor, but let's say private time, duration. Oh, sorry, private. Should we do int duration for a number of minutes? How long is the book? How long does the book last? Also, I know that this comment isn't very great, so list of authors, and you got single author book and multiple author book. Inject an author. Bytes audio. Oh, that's cool. Would it be bytes audio, or would it just be like to an audio file? Like it would be a string with the path to the audio file. No, I know what you're saying. You're just talking about reading it in, like directly. Overrides description. Oh. Overrides description too. We don't have description on private. I said bytes. Oh, byte is audio. You said description, so we need private string description. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, private string description. And then here, did I miss something? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Audio file is fine too. Audio to audio stream. You mean audio stream like this? Or is audio stream an actual class? Overrides description to include. So let me think. Oh. Stream of bytes. What? This. Oh, no, mind. Sorry, my bad. Audio input stream. Is this what you mean? Yeah, I get it. I'll fix that. Okay. So we have okay, this, and then we would say, oh, let's see, private and then private. Oh, sorry, string description, and then public, and then audiobook. Sorry. Super. So we would have to get the author, title, publisher, genre, pages, available. Oh wait, no, description is going to be different, right? Oh, I mean, I guess you could do that. Wait a second. I'm thinking about this wrong, right? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so you're saying bytes. Bytes audio stream. Okay. So we would need to, when we initialize this, we need to get the ISBN and everything. We don't even have an ID. It is, when we're doing super, oh, well, we do this set author. Why is it getting mad at me? This set author. Thank you for liking the live. Why is it mad? Okay, set description. Oh no. Oh, because we haven't even created it yet. Okay, so it is like that. But the thing is, okay, so didn't I do that already? So, okay, so author, title, ISBN. ISBN was a string, right? And then what's available? Okay, but why is it mad? Because it's saying... Oh crap, that's why. My bad. Because I already put it there. It literally told me what was bad. Okay, I think this is not in the correct order, right? Let's double check. Let's look at this and just compare it. Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, let me fix that. So author, title, string, ISBN, publisher. Oh wait, author, title, ISBN, publisher, genre, pages, available. It was description that was missing, technically. Okay. And then this dot duration equals duration, then audio stream. technically I don't think we need to put description there because it's already put there. Okay, cool. Hi people. Alrighty, so why is this mad? Assigned but never accessed. Whatever. Okay, so generate. We can create an empty constructor. Wait, should we? Yeah, we can, right? Why is this mad? Can I not create an empty constructor here? Oh. Oh. Okay. I don't know what you mean by composition. Let's see. See, it's fine. Then why does it get mad at me? I don't know. Oh, I see. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, sorry. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing? Yes, Steven. That's what that was. It was to anyone. E1. Okay, so you said composition meaning the constructor takes in an audiobook. So the constructor on book takes in an audiobook? Okay, let's see. Go back. Nope. Okay, this is mad because there's no description. Oh, I guess I didn't put this here. Okay, so generate, and then we're going to generate getters and setters, and this is the only one that's not generated, so cool. And then you said take in a book. So public book takes in an audiobook. Okay. And then, okay. Why would it do this though? Does that even make any sense? I don't think this is what you're talking about. You were just saying for duration, byte, and description. Just set the audiobook. Oh, what if you did that? Oh, remove the inheritance. But that was the whole point of this, was to have inheritance. So we're gonna leave this right now. 1 second, let me look at this. Under to-dos. You can if you want to. Yes, some books do not have an audiobook. That is correct. Oh, that's what you're saying, because you're saying that. Oh. So you're saying audiobook could be null if that book does not have an audiobook. Okay. Got it. So like if we made another one that was like, you know, very, let's see, so we could make another one that's like, I'm gonna change this to books. Rename to books. Okay, it says do refactor. Alright, so this is books now. New. Cool, Stratic. Hello, Gato. Why not use args constructor? I will put it on my list of things to do. Do you need to import the annotation? I'm assuming you do. Constructor. Args. Oh, it is Lombok. Okay. Why is this mad at me? Because it's already book. And then this one we shouldn't need this either. But then why is it saying that it's okay? And they muted me again. I don't know what is wrong with them. Yeah, I understand. Hi, Bucket Hat Man. They keep muting me today. I'm very annoyed about it. Getter, setter, and then we could take all these guys out, right? That's what you wanted, Lombok. If you don't go to college, can you still compete? It is difficult, but you have to practice and you have to work very hard. But people have done it. Alright, so we have book, we have audiobook. Now it's mad at me. Pages available, description. I guess, wait, why is it mad? Is it because it's not in the correct order? So it's saying pages. Oh, what? Oh, is it in the wrong order now? It's in the wrong order, isn't it? Okay, let me fix this. Genre, and then what comes next? Descriptions, strings, description, and then pages. Oh, and then who else? We have available. Okay, and that fixes that. Cool. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Yep, sorry about that. My bad. Okay, so now we can have a library and we can do like check in, check out stuff, right? So let's add a library class. Show the actual code, not the files. Ooh, sick burn. Yes, that is a good point. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can have an array list of books. What else do we have? Yep, we can do our little all args constructor and our little no args constructor. And then we can do, now that we don't have constructors, what do I do? Public void? Wait. Ooh, we could add a book. Books.add book. Okay. Apparently it's just coding for me. We could also remove a book. That's great. List, not array list. Let's see. So then how does it know that it will be how does it know it'll be an array list? If it's, do I have to initialize it, right? No? Easy clap. Is this a book management system? Yes. Two-string on what notifications? We either have to create it statically or in the constructor. Well, we already created our constructor. Oh crap, my bad. So when you say create it statically, if we're already, okay, so we can't use the args constructor because, yeah. But you would do that just, that doesn't make any sense, right? Because we have to do it when we initialize it. Oh, that's what you were saying. It does. It feels uncomfortable to me. It feels like, I mean, it's fine. Okay, whatever. Alright, so we can add a book, we can remove a book. I feel like, oh, this can get really complicated. What is data for? That did not give me much information. Maestro. Okay. I was thinking because, right? Who is Brian? Is data when you're connecting to a database and you're like trying to give it the structure or no? Or is that just, I mean, entity does that. Alright, so what I'm thinking, because like I have no clue who that is. So what I'm thinking is we could have what are the people who go to the library called? It's not participants. Who are they? Library goers. Okay, so like a library person can check out multiple books. Patrons, thank you, that's a good one. Patrons. No, not a librarian. Bookworms, that's funny. So the thing is, like, if we do like one to many, or like not one to many, like many, I mean, I guess it would be, yeah, it could be one to many to one, right? Many books to one book. No, many books to one patron. So unless we just treat this like the system where people are checking it out, nerds, that's funny. You're gonna get me like in timeout by TikTok again. Okay, yeah, that's what I was like. I was confusing myself because I was like trying to build in the patrons as well. Okay, so we could add book, remove book. This is just like if the if somebody like donates a book or something like that. And if a book gets lost or thrown away. Because it's old. This is too much information. Okay, so then checkout, public void checkout. Hi FBI. Checkout. Is checkout one word or two words? Public void return. No. Return book. Okay, so I'll say checkout book and return book. Checkout book. we would have to figure out, I mean, we would have to create a list of books and then check out the book. So then we would say, we could say book dot set, no, not set. Book dot available is available. What is it using? So if it's books, books dot get, no, not this way. Okay, so book dot set available is going to be false. So book dot set available is true. Create a hash map of books by the ISBN. We're not using a database for persisting the data. Checkout book. Did I say checkout book? Yeah. Okay, return book. You said hash map of books by the ISBN. So we could say like catalog, right? Private hash map string, and then we would say catalog equals new hash map. Okay, so then we would say when a book is added, books.add book, and then we would say catalog.put book.get ISBN, get ISBN, and then it give book. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. This is not needed. The reason is for duplicates. Yes, I was thinking about that. Okay. So then we would say get books, and then we would say remove book. Wait a second. Oh, so then we would remove by ISBN, right? String ISBN. Oh, you know what we should do? Wait, not remove. My bad. Can you hear that? These people upstairs sometimes yell at each other, and it's none of my business. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Not remove. Okay, so set available, and then we need the ISBN here. Okay, so book, string ISBN, and then we'll get catalog get ISBN book. Can you actually hear anything? Oh. I'm not as familiar with Jakarta. You can hear? Should I just get off? I guess I'm not saving this recording. It's just so like, not, I guess triggering is the word for me. Cause like, oh goodness. Okay. All right. It is annoying. Anyways, okay. Book, current book, book.set available is false. Okay, so we need to get the current book.set available. Current book. Okay, and then we say the same here, so I'm just gonna have to like do some music for you guys. I know. Okay, current book equals catalog that get it's been set available is true. Okay, let's see. So now, I mean, we could make this into an API, but I feel like when you don't start with it being like in Spring Boot, it's difficult to change it to Spring Boot. Oh, drop the book from the catalog? Oh, but then you're saying add it back? There's nothing to run, Manny. So why would we have it as set available true or false if we're just going to drop the book from the catalog? Because see here, if we have return book string is been, if we drop it from the catalog, then we can't add it back to the list of books. I think this is fine. Okay, so we can check out the book. We can return the book. Fuck. That was loud as shit. God, this is tiring. I mean, it's not even happening to me. Okay. Check out book, return book. Anything else that we have? What if you have multiple books with the same ISBN? Yeah. So if we have multiple books with the same ISBN, then we would say something like private inventory, private string int inventory. So current inventory, so we could decrement from the inventory. So we could say current book dot get set inventory. Yeah. And then we go current book. Sorry. Okay, cool. No, my bad, sorry. Oh, that's why. My bad. Okay. Alright, let's see. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Add one when it gets added to the map. I mean, okay, oh, I see. Yeah, because I took them out. Okay, local history, show history. I learned this from messing up too many times at work. What happens is, we go over here. Oh crap, it's not even there. Why wasn't it saving things back there? Okay, wait. Okay, whatever. Copy. No! Copy. Exit. There. So, what do you mean you can't see what? Add when it gets added to the map. Okay, so, I mean, it's not when it gets added to the map, right? It's when it gets, books.add book. Oh, okay, so we need to say if book exists already, then we need to add, like, increment, right? But if it doesn't exist, then we don't, then we just add the book. So, I'm not even sure if this works. If, books.contains book, then, book get catalog dot get. Does this even work? Because don't I have to do like equals or something? Because no. Oh, wait, do I have to do... Wait. But it's not... Okay, I know what I have to do. Yeah, okay. So if catalog.get book.get ISBN and then dot equals, right? Yeah, like this. Yeah. I'm not comparing parameters. Okay. This is not intro Java anymore, sorry. Like after an hour, it becomes not intro. Yeah, exactly. We have to compare the actual object versus the reference. You're checking one out and returning one, but inventory never. Yes, I'm gonna take care of it right now. So catalog.get get book, right? So that's gonna be current book. Book current book equals, and then dot get book, and then current book dot set inventory is +1, right? Otherwise, else we just go ahead and add the book. I mean, if we add the book, then we also need to add it to, oh crap, we have to check to see if it's also in the catalog also. If dot contains key, and then we would say book.get ISBN and catalog.get. Okay, so this is, oh, that's why, right? Because we have to check to make sure that the key is already there, otherwise we're gonna get a null pointer error. That's fair, Steven. Alright, why is this mad at me? Oh, because it's not. ISBN dot book dot get ISBN. Okay. Yep, cool. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. You should set ISBN to variable, others you keep making returns for no reason. Oh, I see, okay. String ISBN equals, and then just say ISBN, and then ISBN. Oh, good. Yeah, I guess so. Not equal to null. Let me say ISBN, right? Thank you, Colbs. Yes, it does look better. Hey, Kuma, you're back. Would freecodecamp.learnpython.org be a good place to start? Yes, I agree. They are good places to start. Okay, well, TikTok keeps putting me in jail anyways. I mean, they haven't put me in jail again. Do you like to solve problems, DSA? I'm gonna start working on DSA again, like privately, and then after I feel more comfortable doing it, then I will do it publicly. Oh, okay. Enjoy your life, Kuma. But yeah, I need to. You do leak code. I practice leak code when I am interviewing, but right now I'm not interviewing, so I'm rusty on my leak code, and I need to do some more DSA other than tuples, lists, and dictionaries and sets. But those are very nice, very helpful. But I need to practice maps and trees and tree traversal again, like depth first search, breadth first search, that fun stuff. So I'll practice that some more before I come on here and be like, hey, this is how you do it. But yeah. Yep. Oh my god, Java. Oh, you said broken heart. To apply for intern. Cool. Quick sort and word sort. Yeah, I'll do algorithms too. I'll practice algorithms. I mean, yeah, AFK, come hang out. What's a mid or senior SWE interview look like? I haven't done them because I've only been working 2 years, so I've only done entry level interviews. But I know for mids, you have to start doing more system design. So I do have a system design book somewhere. You know, I'll probably start studying system design a bit more. And I also need to look more into like design patterns again, stuff like that. But yeah. Algorithms and data structures is the best as software. System design, scaling, and design patterns. Yeah. System design and design patterns I'm aware of. Scaling, I feel like that goes into system design, or at least the books that I've read or seen. Do you need to keep on learning still in case things change? Yeah, you always have to keep learning. And like, especially if you like change jobs, you're not necessarily gonna like use the same language, so you have to maybe more comments. Oh, cool. Let me look it up. Systemdesignschool.io. Are books helpful when you're out of school? Yeah. Ooh, what is this? Okay, cool. I use Buy-Buy-Go, but 50% off. Pro Lifetime, what? This is very inexpensive. Is this a new website? Yeah, I do use NeetCode. Little Rat, is this a new website? Because I haven't seen this before, and it's very cheap. Who made it? NeetCode made System Design School? Clean craftsmanship. I didn't know that. That is a very cheap price because I wouldn't be surprised if they go up to like $400 for this, like for lifetime. And like it says it'll be $100 yearly later, but I won't be surprised if it goes to like $200 a year. Okay. DDIA. Yeah, I'm like kind of trying to think ahead. Okay, designing data intensive applications. I'm trying to think ahead because I know that I want to, you know, get to that point, like be a strong mid-level engineer. And to do that, you have to like be strong in your design patterns and your system design and your scaling, as you were saying. So I'm kind of just like, maybe if I start now, then it will be easier later. Yes, I got hired. Knowing what not to build, yeah. We were just doing a library. It was very simple. You do this just to learn? So it started out as doing a live stream and just doing beginning Java or Python, but then sometimes people come in who have more expertise or more years of experience, and they ask me to do more complicated things. And if I feel like it, then I will go with it. If I don't feel like it, then I won't. But it's not bad to practice. It's just like sometimes practicing publicly is not the nicest because people can be rude. Yeah, like sometimes when I'm doing Python and people have more experience and they're like, oh wait, you could do that. Are we instantiating objects in the next Java Live? Yeah, I forgot that we didn't do that part. I was just like, oh, it's done. I guess we could do that. That's next week. I know, people are mean. Cool, Rodney. Yeah, I mean, we can... I don't like having the same exact examples every time, but if I don't have an example that like is very clear in my head, then it's hard to do it live because sometimes, you know, people make comments. So like library books is a option. Yeah, I'll just have to see. Because when it gets more complex and you have to think of like examples on the spot, it can get overwhelming. So we have a catalog, and then we have the actual list of books. Let me see, let me think. So we just use the catalog to get the book. Oh, that's interesting. Because technically there could be multiple books, multiple of the same books within the list because it's not a set. But we don't really need there to be multiple books because we have an inventory. I don't teach SQL. Would I need a GitHub while you're in school? I think you should have a GitHub because you're going to need it for interviews and stuff like that. Gotta be 100 different ways to do any example. Exactly. Exactly, Steven. It gets overwhelming sometimes. And that's why at some point I just started ignoring people because I'm like, too many chefs in the kitchen or too many cooks in the kitchen. Okay, what is the point of books? Could the hash map save the pointer to the book in the list? Yeah, I think that might be better. Probably list-based. Help you get confidence on streaming. Do you stream? Like, I was doing it to practice because I had a presentation that I was going to do at work that was scarier, so I was like, okay, maybe if I stream, then I'll get better at presenting. And that's what I was doing for Python. Yeah, I think that maybe map would be better. I have a job already. I just started streaming, and then when people were being rude, I started blocking. So that's pretty much it. And then you would just have to know when to focus and when to pay attention to who's like talking to you, or when people are talking to me. Whatever. I don't do PHP. No, I did a little bit of PHP in school, but I haven't done it since. Just block people because sometimes there's trolls and people will say that they're software engineers, but it's like If you act like this, I wouldn't want to work with you. No, we don't do that here. 16 and 17. So private is an access modifier. That means that these variables can only be accessed within the class unless we have getters or setters. In this case, we don't have any getters or setters, so outside classes can't access these variables. In a way, I think that even if people are smart, there is a basic level of respect that people should show for each other. So if somebody's being rude to me or trying to give me a hard time, they're not staying. Like, they don't have to be here. Is it best to take an online course or throw myself into beginner projects? I think you should take an online course maybe, and then if you get bored of it, then you can try doing a project. But a lot of courses have beginner projects. Can we take a look over line 6 or 7? Where do you mean line 6 or 7? In this class or in another class? Java works on any operating system where there's a Java virtual machine of the correct version. Any other programming language? Python? Like, I've done other programming languages like C, C++, technically C#, but I didn't stick with them. It does become adversarial, little rat. Do you need to use parentheses when typing private or items? I don't know what you mean, Conjay. Have you learned SQL? I use SQL at work. You're still stuck on class and objects in Java? Okay, Coochie. You're gonna get me in trouble. Let's see. I'm gonna call you Cookie because, I mean, I guess, oh goodness. Some of you people and the names that you use for your usernames make things very awkward. Which version of Java has that annotation? Oh, like these? This is from Lombok. There they go again. I swear, like, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. This is from Lombok, so it's giving a constructor. This is so that you don't have to write it yourself. And then there's a no args constructor. Can it run? It doesn't actually run. I haven't tried TypeScript, but I've done a bit of JavaScript, and I think JavaScript and TypeScript are, like, TypeScript is like the upgrade from JavaScript, basically, right? It's supposed to be like better security-wise and stuff. Try closures in Swift. I do want to learn Swift because I want to be able to make apps. Spring Boot. It's not Spring Boot, it's Lombok. This is Lombok. Is Lombok Spring Boot, is it the same? I thought it was a different one. Learn Flutter. Yes, because that way Flutter could be used for iOS and Android apps, right? Do I have a schedule? It's Mondays and Thursdays, but you can see which ones I have up on my profile. From who? What from who? Cookie. Have more fun learning and programming Clojure. Another JVM, but a Lisp and immutable. Can you show structured logging works using log4j logs? Should be in JSON format and Splunk. No, that is very specific, Vicky. I do use log4j logs at work, but I don't use Splunk. Okay, yeah, both are annotations based. Will I upload my lives? I don't know if I'm uploading today's live because we had a little bit of an interruption, or several, but right now it's on YouTube as well. Like, this is also recording on YouTube. font and font weight of the editor. Let me check. Editor font. It says JetBrains Mono, size is 13. Writing REST APIs today. People asking you to do a whole app with Splunk. Learn Clojure. Thank me later. I will put it on my list of things to do. Let me open this back up. Okay, so I'm supposed to learn Clojure, Flutter, Splunk, PHP. Anything else that I'm supposed to learn, guys? Start with a hello world endpoint off streaming. Somebody should make an app that helps people get over their fear of streaming. Okay, let me see. To do. App that helps get over fear of streaming. See, that one is kind of easy because all you have to do is record yourself and or see yourself. You don't even have to record it. I mean, you could record it. That would be interesting. So you record yourself while a chatbot is saying rude comments to you. That's how you practice. That's how you practice streaming. And then you practice blocking the chatbot. Sorry. Okay. Somebody said stick with one language. I almost want to write that now. But yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, it actually is very similar to something that I talked about with my advisor for my thesis, because we were talking about simulations. Yeah, I need to learn React. React is one that I actually need to learn. And then you can make apps with React, right? So for my thesis, I did a VR simulation for helping nursing students practice cultural awareness skills with African American patients. And I was telling my advisor, I'm like, okay, well, what if we did this? He's like, you're not allowed to traumatize the people who use your app. And I'm like, okay, so that's an ethical issue. One of the things is basically do no harm, especially when you're in VR, because it can be so believable. You have to be careful not to accidentally or intentionally traumatize people. It's different if they're playing a horror game, but if it's for research or for learning purposes, you do not want to scare people. I am from California. Thank you. What is that, a fish? I can't tell if it's a fish or a shrimp or a dumpling. Oh, it's boxing gloves. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. You never knew they had what? Some people are serious about getting spooked. You could write a Twitch bot that could do that. That would suck. I would hate that so much. Reactive? Do you mean reactive Java, or do you mean something else? Oh yeah, there's unethical coding. I mean, there are whole classes about ethics. There's a wide range of issues. It could be issues related to race, disability, the environment. There's a lot of, gender. Do I use GitHub Copilot? At work I do. Reactive X. Oh yeah, Monoflex I did. I have a book too. I did use reactive programming when I did development for 5 seconds, and then they were like, actually no. And I was like, okay. You bet me to learn Flutter? How much are you betting me? How much do I get? Human-computer interaction, exactly, yes. That's what we were doing, human-computer interaction. What resources helped you learn Java? Oh, you work at Walmart, Vicky? Oh, the reactive programming. Maybe it's an e-commerce thing. Actually, it is, right? Because really fast transactions and things like that. You're telling me a full project to debug? Yeah, pipes and streams and things like that. Baldung is good. Oh, is that what it's good for, Spring Boot? I use it, but I didn't realize it was specifically for Spring Boot. DevOps and cloud. Does somebody have any suggestions for Orchid? Because DevOps and cloud are definitely different from software. Some basic Java projects. Clojure, script, Datomic. What app am I using? This is IntelliJ. What resources did you learn Java? You can use W3 Schools. You can use, let me open our README. It's not amazing yet, but it will get better. Okay, so this is resources for Python, learnpython.org, W3 Schools. Geeks for Geeks, these ones can also be used for Java. Yes, I think you can use the docs if you are new, but I think it can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes. Thank you, Taco Bella. I didn't know you were here. Oh yeah, my GitHub is Learn to Code with Ali, and it's on my profile. It's linked. Let's learn Swift instead. On Wednesday, are you trying to get me heckled? What are you trying to do to me, Road to Diesel? Okay. I do feel like docs can be a little bit overwhelming when you're just starting, though. That's why I prefer tutorials. Seriously? I'm not doing Swift live. I will learn Swift on my own, but I'm not doing it live. Did you learn to code in school? Yes, I did. Cookie crumbles. Okay. I think I'm done. Why am I not going to learn Swift live? Because people are rude. What app do you use to share your screen? TikTok, Live Studio, and OBS. Have you ever deployed a Spring Boot web application live? If yes, which site did you use to host it? I have a server that I use, but it's not like AWS or Google or anything, and I haven't deployed it live, no. Thanks, Simon. I have an intro Java class at college. Okay, Oz, you can message me. Best way to find projects. You have to kind of like think about what is something that you wish existed and then make it. After Java and Python are set, learning additional languages is a bonus. I agree, but I would kind of like to have 3 languages, so I kind of... JavaScript is probably going to be... It's probably going to be Python, Java, JavaScript. I wish I could do like more C++, but I'm just tired from work, so it's not really realistic to like keep getting better at Java and then also like try to get better at like all the languages in the world. You can use AWS with free forever tiers. Interesting. Oh, I see. Road to Diesel, you already... I will think about it, but can you message me and remind me to think about it? Sorry, I'm not trying to be... HTML5 and Electron. I haven't even heard of Electron. What is this? Is this like the step up from, what is it called, Bootstrap? Is pre-calculus and calculus important for computer science? I mean, I don't know how to answer that. I do not use it, really. Are you currently in school, or do you have a LinkedIn, Road to Diesel? If you have a LinkedIn, send me. You're bad at math, toaster strudel. Attack Java, JavaScript, scripting, React with the Clojure stack. Oh yeah, game dev. Calculus for game dev. So also the Java and Python libraries. What? I need to look up what Electron is because I didn't even know. Is math mandatory in CS? Like high school level math, it would be better if you were familiar with it. More depends on what business area. Yes, exactly. CLI and Bash are good. I mean, I use the command line, and I do not use Bash though. But command line I use. Like just basic command line stuff. Okay, so Electron and Clojure. Oh! Okay, Electron, cross-platform desktop apps. Interesting. Why Electron? I'll make this thinner so that you can see it too. Oh, why is it getting mad at me? Okay. What do you mean, sit down, A? Bash for SSH is good. See, I had such a hard time figuring out like SSH keys in RSA, but like trying to get better at Bash. What resources do you use to get better at Bash? Like I haven't actually looked into it. I don't even think I have a textbook for Bash of all the textbooks that I have. Desktop applications for Mac, la la la. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, I'm gonna close the YouTube stream because I'm only using this part of the thingy. So, thank you, YouTube.